What's up, guys? Welcome back to TCG Bros. Today we have a deck profile on Kaiju Graydle. Kaiju Graydle is actually a really fun deck. Kaiju recently got new support out of the new set Dimension of Chaos, and Graydle's actually got released as an archetype. They have 7 cards currently for Graydles, and now Kaiju officially has 6. That includes their 2 new monsters and their trap card. Let's go ahead and get into it. We play 3 Gamma all the Kaijus, they're essentially all lava golems, so you can tribute of a monster your opponent controls and special summon these to their side of the field, and they're all inherent. So if your opponent chains vanities, that's like tough love because like they can't do anything about it. So this is really good against Cosmo because they don't target, so you can like tribute off their big ships and summon these guys. And they each have their own effect. Gamma Seal, you can remove 2 Kaiju counters anywhere from the field and negate the activation of a card or effect and banish it. So it's really good. It's actually relevant. That's Water Agua 2 in the deck as well. Radiant produces tokens by removing 2 counters, and it produces a 2800 token in attack mode. Doggeron, remove 3 Kaiju counters, destroy all monsters your opponent controls, and then Kamungus. He's kind of like a really bad Gamma Seal. Like, I've honestly considered just cutting this and putting in another Doggeron. But I still like to have the 4th card. Have a little variance in the deck. That's it for the Kaijus. For the monsters we play... For the Graydle monsters we play 3 Eagle, 3 Alligator, and 2 Cobra, and then the 1 Slime. These 3 all have the exact same effect. If they're destroyed by battle, target one monster. You target one opponent's monster and take it, basically, and equip this card to it. So these 3 have another variant of that effect. When this is destroyed by monster effects or by battle, this one's spelled or by battle, and this one's traps or by battle. The only one that has a different effect is Slime. Now, what Slime is, he's actually the only tuner. If it's in your hand or graveyard, you can target 2 Graydle cards you control, destroy them, and if you do, special summon this card. You can only use that effect once per turn, and when this card is summoned this way, you can target 1 Graydle monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. So it's really good to make level 8 Synchro plays with this guy, because you can target any of these and then summon themselves. And you can also target the Graydle Dragon if you have one engraved with this. So you can summon your big Synchro guy that you can summon off of him. So it's really interesting of a deck. So you're basically, the objective of this deck, you're summoning the Kaiju to your opponent's side of the field, and then you can summon your own Kaiju or something like that, but most of the time you're not. You're going to summon this to your side of the field, attack into the Kaiju, and then take the Kaiju. So your opponent has no field, you have the field, and then like you're trying to control the board, as well as like remove problematic cards like Dark Destroyers or Forerunners and such like that. Because you can tribute the Forerunners with a Kaiju and then just attack into the Kaiju. Like, that's basically the easiest way to get around it. And then for the last cards we play as monsters is Debris Dragon and Ghost Ogre. Basically, I'm just using them as tuners. This is basically a utility card, and this is going to level 7 Synchros easier, or level 8s depending on if I have the instant fusion for Nodin. I know it says you can't use it for other materials, but then Nodin negates that, so it's all good. Then for the spells, we play 3 Kyoto Waterfront, and then the Terraforming. Whenever a card leaves the field and sent to the graveyard, this card gets a token. You can protect it by removing a token, a counter, and then you can protect it if it would be destroyed and remove 1 token. And if you control 3 or more tokens on this card, counters, I keep saying token, 3 or more counters on this card, you can actually add a Kaiju monster from your deck to your hand. So it's really important to get to this as fast as possible. That's why we're running the 1 Terraforming. Then we play 3 Graydle Impact. Graydle Impact is a really, really good card for this variant of the deck, because you can target 1 other Graydle card you control and 1 card your opponent controls and destroy them. So you can summon Alligator pop your alligator and pop one of their back row, and then take their monster. So you're getting 2 counters on this for your alligator in that back row, as well as getting their monster. So now you have 2 counters on this, and you have this, and I'm assuming you're gonna do something with the monster or something. So you should be able to add a kaiju by the end of the turn, and then you can also search a kaiju during the end phase of the turn. You activate this. Then we play one-ofs in the form of Instant Fusion, Galaxy Cyclone, Regeki, and Dark Hole. This is actually really good for alligator because you can, if your opponent has like a Beals or something, you can Dark Hole your alligator, take their Beals, and just sit on a Beals for like ever, because they're not going to be able to get over it either, because they play Beals, and I'm sure like they're not going to have an out to it, because hardly anybody does. But you know, that's this one card that nobody needs to worry about, because nobody can make it consistently in a good deck. Off to traps, we play 3 Kaiju, Graydle split. Target one face-up monster you control, equip it with this card, it gains 500 attack. So this makes Eagle a 2k beat stick. It makes Cobra, I believe, a 1500, and then makes Alligator a 1000. So it's not really relevant for that. You can actually make Doggeron a 3500 attack beater, which is really, really powerful right now, because it gets over Dark Destroyer and such. And during your main phase, you can send this equipped to a monster by this effect to the graveyard. Destroy that monster equipped to it. And if you do is really important. So you have to kill the monster. And if they like do something like Compulsor or something, it just sucks. But who runs Compulse right now? Special summon 2 Graydle monsters with different names from your deck, but destroy them during the end phase. So you can summon a Slime and then one of the level 3s, make a Synchro, and then just go from there. For the other traps, non-generic, well, generic, basic stuff. 2 Time Space, it's just really good in the format right now. It gets around Magic Spectre, it gets around Cosmo, as well as the new Pendulum deck. I think they're calling it Pepe, or something like that. For other traps, we run 2 Wabaku. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I basically worship this card. It's really fun. I played it in Cosmo before the new support came out. You take no battle damage this turn, and your monsters can't be destroyed by battle by this turn. So, like, I want to protect my Kaiju, and I want to protect my Graydles, because most of the time I want to use my Graydle effects during my turn only, just so I can control the game more. Then we play one-ofs in this form of Solemn Warning, Compulse, get out of the way, and then Skill Drain. Skill Drain doesn't really harm the deck at all, because you can still summon the Kaijus under it, as well as use the Graydle effects under it. So it's a really good card. The only thing it stops is Debris Dragon, the Slimes, and then the Kaijus like on-field effects. But that's about it. Compulse, you can actually compulse your own Radiant, and then like after producing a token, special summon Radiant again, or you can summon Gamma Seal or something like that, so you can negate anything like a Mirror Force or anything. So it's really, really powerful card in this sort of variant. But that's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, we have our tokens, of course. We play 2 Graydle Dragon. Now, this is the boss monster of the deck. When it's Synchro Summon, you can target cards your opponent controls up to the number of water monsters used for the Synchro Summon of this card. So it's always going to be 2. It's never going to be more, it's never going to be less. If this card is destroyed by battle or by card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can target one other water monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but its effects are negated. So you can actually, if you have one of these engraved and one of these on field, this one dies, you can target this one and special summon it. Like, it's an infinite loop. It's just like a 3k beater constantly. And then for the other rank level 8 synchros, we play 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Stardust, and then the Cyframe Omega. These are just like the best cards to play right now. I'm considering dropping this for Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend, just because Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend is like busted. It's a really good card. If you look into it, you'll understand why. Then you play 1 Ancient Fairy Dragon. Cosmo and Magic Spectre are really popular, so being able to pop their field spell during my turn and then grabbing mine and then playing out that way is just really powerful. Black Rose for board control, same with Black Rose Moonlight. And then we play a variety of Exceed monsters. We play Divine Dragon Knight Felgrane. You can make this with a Synchro and then a Kaiju, Synchro and a Kaiju. This card's really powerful. Then we play Castel for a rank 4 and then Abyss Dweller for rank 4. These are just the most powerful ones right now. This gets around the big ships. Like if you destroy the big ship, you can just Dweller it, make sure they don't get anything off of it, and then Castel their Cosmoton or something like that. Then we have the Nightmare Shark. This is just really powerful in the deck because you can make Gamma Seal attack directly, or you can make the Graydle Synchro attack directly for 3k, which is really strong, and then one mech equipped, and then of course the one noted. But that's it for the deck profile, guys. I hope you really enjoyed. I know it's a kind of a teched out build of Kaiju Graydles. I think I'd cut. The only thing I'd change would probably be like cutting a spell or a monster for a Graydle Parasite, because Graydle Parasite's okay. It's basically if your opponent would declare a direct attack, you special summon a Graydle, blah yada yada yada. So you're protecting yourself a lot more. But I'd probably drop Wobku for that. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please, if you have any suggestions, leave those down in the comments below. I will have a couple box openings later in the next week or two, as well as a new Cosmo deck profile with the new support as well. So be on the lookout for that. But I hope you guys enjoyed.